loves, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today I am bringing you this purple smoky eye look. I really hope you'll enjoy it. If you do, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and please remember to subscribe if you were not subscribed already. So let's get started. So for this look, I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette. This is one of the first Juvia's Place palettes that I purchased and I haven't used it in quite some time. So I figured I would pull it out and try to create something with a little assist from the Saharan palette because it has a black in there that I really like. So to start off, I primed my eyes with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Toffee, and then I went ahead and set it with my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. I'm going to be picking up the Zulu color on a Morphe E27 brush and blending that all through my crease and my transition area. For today's look, we're going for a sort of lifted shape. So you're going to notice that the transition shades are going to be a little bit higher in the outer third of my eye, and they're going to get a little bit lower as I reach the inner third of my eye. So just keep that in mind when you're blending. So I'm just kind of pushing it into the outer third and depositing most of the color. And then I'm going to go in with windshield wiper motions and just take it from outer third to inner third. And I'm sort of trying to bring it a little bit lower as I get towards my inner eye corner. And I'm sort of rounding it out in this outer third area, and I'm taking this color pretty high up towards my brow bone. Now I'm going to go in with the Ada color on that same Morphe E27 brush, and I'm just going to repeat the same steps. This is a bit warmer, more sort of reddish brown. And again, I'm just pushing it into the outer third first, and then I'm going to carry what's left through my crease and my transition area, trying to maintain that sort of really lifted shape and also rounding it out in this area as well. Look how beautiful that looks. It just lifts your eye up. If you have hooded eyes, slightly hooded eyes, or you just don't have a lot of lid space, I tend to prefer really lifted looks because it just makes the eyes appear wider, bigger, and you know, I just like it. Next, I'm going to go in with the Morphe M441 brush and the Burkina shade, and I'm going to use that to diffuse the tops of that shadow so that it just kind of blends seamlessly into my skin. You don't absolutely need to do this step, but I've been liking doing it lately, so I'm going to do it. Next, I'm going in with my Morphe M506 brush and the Zobo color, and I'm going to place this in my crease, but a little lower than the first two transition shades we used. And I'm doing the same technique, just sort of patting it into the area that I want it first, especially in this outer third area where I want the most intensity. And then I'm going to take whatever is left and just carry it throughout the crease. I'm going to go back into my Morphe E27 brush and just buff these colors together so that it's nice and seamless. Next, with my super small detail brush and that black color from the Saharan 2 palette, the Chad color, I'm going to sketch out my crease very lightly, making sure to sort of maintain that shape that I'm going for, where it's a little lower in the inner third of my eye, and then it just kind of gets a little bit higher as I reach the outer third. And then I'm going to go into my Morphe M506 brush with a little bit of that Zobo color on it, and I'm going to use that to buff and diffuse that black line. You can sort of pack the color on and then buff it out, because we don't necessarily want it to be like pitch black. We're going for more of like a deep purple color. I'm going to go in with my Morphe E27 brush and the Ada color, and I'm just going to blend all over this section. Next, I'm going to pick up a combination of the Zobo color from the Masquerade palette and the Chad color from the Saharan palette, and I'm going to use that to blend out that black line even more, and also just to make it a little bit more seamless. I'm going to go back into my Morphe E27 brush and the Ada color one last time just to make sure that everything is nice and seamless before we move on. So I feel pretty good about the crease area, so I'm now going to carve out my lid using that same LA Girl Pro Conceal and a flat brush. Next, using a flat brush, I'm going to place the Zobo color all over my lid where I placed the concealer. I'm going to switch over to a smaller flat brush as I get closer to the crease so that I still maintain the crispness of that crease area. With another flat brush, I'm going to pick up the Chad color from the Saharan palette, and I'm going to place that in the outer third of my eye in a diagonal shape, almost like a wing liner, but I'm just going to make it a lot thicker. I don't want this color on the outer third of my eye to be super black, so I'm going to go in with some of the Zobo color on a flat brush, and I'm just going to blend that over the black as well, so it's not so dark. So I'm just mixing basically the Chad from the Saharan palette and the Zobo color from the Masquerade palette to create something that's kind of black, but not entirely, like has a little bit of purple in it. And I'm just sort of keeping this in a rounded shape and connecting it to the crease area as well. Next, I'm going in with my Morphe M506 brush and just blending out the edges of this black color so it's a little bit more seamless and it has a nice sort of rounded shape. I'm also going to take some of the Burkina color on my Morphe M441 brush and also sort of rein that outer third area in a little bit more. I just want it to be a little bit more contained so that it just looks a little bit cleaner. So next I'm going to go in with a combination of my pink and purple glitter. I'm also going to be using my NYX Multitasker Mixing Medium to apply this. You can also use glitter glue. I just prefer to use the Multitasker Mixing Medium. And I'm going to apply that glitter all along where this purple is still visible, fading out as I get closer to the outer third of my eye. I've already mixed both glitters together in a separate container, so I'm just going to apply a little bit of the mixing medium to my lid and then go over top with that glitter. Moving on to my lower lash line, I'm going to grab my Morphe M326 brush and I'm going to place this in the outer third of my eye, making sure to connect it to the top part of my eyeshadow and then just kind of fade it out as I get towards the middle of my eye. Then I'm going to grab my Morphe M408 brush and the Zobo color and I'm going to place that all along my lower lash line. And I'm mixing it in with that black and using it to smoke it out even more. And lastly, I'm going to go in with my Morphe M506 brush and further smoke out that entire lower lash line. For my inner eye corner, I'm going to go in with the Iman color from the Saharan palette on a Morphe E19 brush. And then I'm going to go over top that with some chunky glitter, just about 3 pieces of this sort of pink holographic glitter. And I'm just going to apply the glitter using that same NYX Multitasker Mixing Medium and a detail brush. For mascara, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. mascara for my top and bottom lashes. For lashes, I'm going to go in with these style of lashes that are a little bit longer on the outer edge. I purchased these from Amazon. I'll leave a link to them in the description box as well as a link to the glitter that I use for today's look. But yeah, you could of course go in with the Cocoa lashes in the Queen Bee style are very similar to these. These are just a little bit more exaggerated in the outer third of the eye. So if you wanted something similar, you could definitely go ahead and get those. Moving back to the face, I'm going to start by bronzing up using my CoverGirl Queen Ebony Bronzer. And I'm just going to take that on a fluffy brush. I'm going to place this around the perimeter of my face and around my cheekbones. This is just going to bring some warmth and some dimension back into my face. For highlight, I'm going to go in with Booming from the Shayla X Color Pop collaboration, and I'm going to take that on an e.l.f. small tapered blending brush. Oh, wow. That highlight is... like, it looks kind of normal, but then when you turn to the side, it's like, whoa, I might have overdone it. Wow, that highlight is intense. All right, all right. I'm also gonna highlight down the bridge of my nose using that same highlighter. Give myself a cute little button. And a little bit on my Cupid's bow. And just the slightest bit by my brow bone. I really gotta switch up my blush game, but I'm gonna use Peace by Iman. I don't know what it is, why I keep reaching for the same blushes. Either this or it's gonna be my e.l.f. blush palette in dark. So I feel like I used this in the last tutorial. So let me just switch it up a little bit. And I'm just gonna take that on an e.l.f. complexion brush. And this is gonna tone down the highlighter a little bit. And just kind of marry everything together. For lips, I'm first gonna line my lips with the Jordana lip liner in the color Mulberry Cream. This is my favorite lip liner, which is why I use it all the time. I'm gonna put some liner in the outer corners of my lip as well. And then I'm going to go in with Come On Sis from the Shayla X ColourPop collection. I just want to play with this collection a little bit more. I did mention that I wanted to try out this lip color again because I like the way it looked in my review video. It's a really pretty lip. I'm going to grab a little lip brush just to ombre the liner into the lip more. Ooh, that's a pretty lip. I can't decide if I'm going to put a gloss over top. This is just so pretty. Ooh, this is tricky. I think I'm gonna put just a little bit of gloss. And I'm gonna be using the Shayla X ColourPop gloss too, and this is in the color Neat Freak. I'm just gonna put a little bit in the center. Just for a little sheen, not too much. So I'm just gonna fix my hair up really quickly and I will be right back. All right, loves, this is the final look. I really hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and please remember to subscribe if you were not subscribed already. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, have an amazing day.